Aqua, welcome to Maslow Tarot. I'm here to do your reading for June 2021. I don't really have any announcements except check the Instagram. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's fully appreciated if you do. But let's see what's going on. Libra. Your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Just remember, energy is fluid. This could actually pertain to also somebody in your energy field rather than you. But yeah, if it doesn't resonate, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus sign. Also, there's other readers in my description box that are wonderful, so I recommend them as also. I'm also trying a little bit farther away of a view this time. Let me know if you guys like it below, I guess. Ooh. The candle is getting to my straw. All right, what is going on for Libra for the month of June 2021? For Libra, please. Forgiveness. Could be forgiving somebody, having those hard conversations, forgiving yourself, moving past something that you have been working on forgiving within yourself. Something of blue, healing from something. Healthcare change also. A little gift here, maybe a care package. Yeah, forgiving your body, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, doing what's best for you so that you can take care of yourself at this time. Instead of worrying so much about the past, worrying so much about what people think of you, worrying about what you think of you. What are some emotions that Libra might be going through for the month of June? Gratitude. And finding things to be grateful about, changing the picture, changing your eyesight, changing your mind about what you want to focus on. Sorry, the view is terrible, but here we are. We have guilt and abundance. So releasing guilt, opening yourself up to a more abundant attitude. Because anything that holds you in the past is keeping you from something in the future, right? So it's like change your focus, reprioritize, thank anything that happened, even if it was like scary, horrible, terrible, makes you feel some type of way. It happened for a reason, and we reacted for a reason. We do things for a reason. I think in order to, I got an evil eye on camera here. In order to protect us from something that could have been really bad in the future, or to make us, shape us into who we really are. Feeling wisdom of the House of Night for you. I might read this from the book, I'm not sure yet. Let's see what else is going on. I'm also really excited. I got the new Intuit deck, Intuit Oracle. So I'm excited. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody who watches, who supports, who gets personal readings from me. If you're looking for readings, email me at maslowtarot@gmail.com. And we can figure something out for you. Alright. Libra. My website's currently down, but that will be back up probably within about 2 months. So we have High Priestess of Earth. Really grounded energy, really focused. I'm also getting like a negative aspect of this. So like something's been growing on you, like moldy, like I'm getting like an attachment. An attachment, or like maybe it could be old attitudes, belief systems, people, influences that they've had on you. And realigning with your self-worth. Hugging yourself tightly. You know, the tattoos have came down so much that they formed the tattoos. The tears have came down so much that they formed tattoos on your eyes, right? But they become a part of who you are and what makes you beautiful. Energy of a 3 to a 5. So it's hard to love yourself at this time. I think that maybe you put too much pressure on yourself. So being more grateful instead of what happens to you, but for who you are and for the decisions that you're making now and what you're doing to overcome certain things within yourself, and releasing yourself from guilt. And I think that your future, your higher self will actually thank you for doing that, releasing that and holding more onto love instead of guilt and fear. All right. Let's see what else we got here. I'm going to go into the tarot. And then we're going to go into Intuit Oracle. So we're going to see what's going on for the month of June. For the month of June. Month of June for Libra. Let's see here. Let's see. What's going on for Libra for June 2021? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I do bring in my guides, ancestors, guardians, spirit of the highest vibration to assist me with these readings. For whoever is watching this video, for Libra. For their highest benefit, to provide them utmost truth. For their highest benefit only, please. Sorry, I'm a little off today. I'm a little off. It's a little late. What's going on for Libra? Jesus. Well, so there's a lack of communication or lack of clarity or something that needs to be understood. I think you're trying to find some answers this month. Maybe regarding the past, or I'm getting family health history. So you might need to be knowing more about what's going on as far as with your body. We have a kind of a releasing the defensive approach in order to, maybe even afraid to figure out the truth. You've been afraid to figure out the answers. You've been afraid to have the conversation. But you're releasing the block, right? You're letting your boundary down. The deceit, right? Because it's kind of like denial in a sense. It's like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know about it. That doesn't mean it's not happening. That doesn't mean it's not true. That doesn't mean it's not a problem. And I think releasing yourself from this deceit, the self-deceit and these blocks, you're actually opening up a whole new cycle for yourself, which could last for up to 10 years. Freeing yourself from something. Green energy, something with a heart. What's in the recent past that's triggering this? Okay, so you might have dealt with some grief or some loss. Like, there's that guilt. That's pretty much guilt right there. Crying over spilled milk, making something such a big deal that it's having an influence on your health. And I think that you're finally had enough. We have the Hierophant in reverse. This could have been the loss of a loved one as far as divorce. With the Hierophant in reverse, could be divorce, could be separation from a higher commitment. An investment that just didn't work out. So there's something that you might have been carrying with you and you're choosing to release here. You're choosing to cut off communication, cut off thoughts, not really want to think about it or talk about it. I feel like you were healing from this for a while to where you were kind of still up for it, but you had your eyes open. You know what I mean? But there was just too much deceit. There's just too much things that you were lying to yourself about as far as these Three of Swords here. It's like you're strong. You can be so strong to the point where you tell yourself anything to where you don't feel that pain, right? You just want the pain to stop. So you become accustomed to it. You become okay with it. But I think you're realizing in the near future or in June, the new cycle that you have here in front of you. There is a ball that's in your court. Where's this going? By the end of June, where's this going? So you might actually get a new partnership or a new friend. Maybe somebody sparks this within you to show you that you are truly worth it. That you can let that go. You can stop looking for the same type of person that you did before and open your horizons up to something completely new, right? Appreciate the past for what it was. Appreciate the nostalgia. Appreciate the good memories. You know, the things that it did do for you, like teach you lessons. But there is a resistance to closing the cycle. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. With the death energy in reverse, it's hard. It's hard to change. It's hard to let things die. But we have to remember that once we close a door, a new one opens, right? That's so cliche. But like once something dies, it is rebirthed as something completely new. It's like alchemy, like using alchemy within your life. So you will be on the defense. There might be somebody in here that's trying to offer you on a date or something, get you out of your head. It seems really casual. Like there could be something coming up. You could just be really like on the fence about it. Like, I don't think so. Like really? I'm not believing anything that you have to say. Like I'm not doing it. But this is a resistance within transformation itself. But you have to go on it on your own path. So I understand like needing to take it slow, but don't completely block yourself. Yeah. Make sure that you're emotionally content within yourself this time with the Nine of Cups here. So being completely happy by yourself, not stubborn. This is a little bit stubborn, okay? crossed arms is not very welcoming. So make sure, ensure that if you are able and that you are, willing, when you're ready to talk about maybe the past, you're ready to talk about things that you've learned, things you've grown through, when you're ready to cut this past off, this guilt, this hate, this anger, when you're ready to cut that off and stop investing in it, investing in this past situation by grieving it any further, this new cycle will open, but you have to be open to it. You have to be vulnerable. This person, whenever I see a naked person in the card, it's like they're showing you their most sensitive flesh, right? It's hard. It's hard to be vulnerable here. They're looking right at each other. It's like a tactic. It's a strategic tactic to avoid being vulnerable so that you don't get hurt again, which makes total sense. I get that. Again, you could be dealing with Scorpio. I think I'm seeing like 3 Scorpio cards on the table right now. Hey, Bonnie, no. But yeah, so just expect you might be a little bit defensive in the future. If you might notice it within yourself. And all this is meant to do is to open up your eyes to maybe what is potentially happening, and to give you the opportunity to retract or to recenter, refocus, pivot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, let's see if we can get some more information for you. I got the Intuit here for you. All right. This is a big deck. All right, for Libra. Whoa. What's going on for Libra? All right, let's see. What is this grief about? What is the past about? What is this loss? What was lost? We don't really want to focus too much on it, but what was it? All right, somebody that you felt really strong chemistry with, like you just felt a tie to them. You feel pulled to them. You want to take care of them, right? With the magnet and the light bulb. You're having an aha moment in the recent past. Baggage, burdens, feeling cursed. Yeah, so whoever this person is, they're connected. They're connected to you being held back in a sense. So we have the magnets, longing, desire, gravity. I think you're having an aha moment. Like, what am I actually longing or desiring here? Like, what exactly is going on? What exactly is going on? Aha, I can see it clearly now because the light is on and I was in the dark. Sometimes you don't even know you're in the dark until the light appears. And I think you're realizing, you were realizing in the recent past, you're grieving something that was just never going to happen. Or it wasn't like you were investing in something that just was a bad investment. With the albatross, it's a good omen. It has to do with monogamy, stamina, baggage, burdens, feelings, curse. So it's time to start working on yourself so that you can be more ready. So you can step into whatever type of relationship you're looking for or commitment, but by committing with yourself. Because the more that, there's that guilt word again. It literally says it right there, guilt. So releasing the guilt and the shame, right? It's all connected to the past here. So it's time to let that go. Easier said than done, right? Where are you now? So what is this Ace of Swords in reverse for Libra? Taking charge. Arguments, fighting. Yeah, so if this person's always looking for a fight, I think you're taking the initiative to walk away. And this is you not talking to this person from the past anymore. This is you just, look, you're acting like a child. I'm not doing it. You're going to pull me into this, try to fill my head with guilt, like I wasn't good enough, or like I didn't do enough, or like it's my fault. And you know what? It very well could be your fault. But you know what? The best thing to do is just to move forward. Don't carry this crap with you. Okay, because you got this whole new cycle waiting for you, and you know it. You can see it right around the corner as you strategically get away from this bad situation that made you constantly in defense mode. So you're moving forward, and you're cracking the whip, and you're moving on. Right? It might have been an abusive relationship where you were just constantly tense. And it's really painful to even let go of those because they can get in your head. It's not something like, well, why didn't you leave? I hate when people say that. I hate that. But it's like, I can understand because they're coming from an outside perspective that has never gone through the mental test of an abusive relationship. And I'm not saying it's something necessarily to be proud of, but there are some things that you learn about the human psyche and the human ability to attach yourself to pain, or to pain, the devil that you know, if you will. So, I mean, you're getting through it. You're moving on. I'm proud of you for cutting off this communication with this person, because it seems like it was only dragging you down. Let's look at this new cycle. What's this new cycle? Ooh, that wanted to come out quick. Pluto. So this has to do with the planet Pluto. Total transformation, heeding the call. You're heeding the call. You're finally listening. Renewal, surrender, surrendering to your new path. Not going along this cycle that has been repeated so many times. Like, stop the cycle. This isn't go-karts. We're looking for a real vehicle here. Okay, so that's Pluto. Total transformation, heed the call, renewal, surrender, awakening, rebirth, clean slate, fundamental changes, clearing and purging. Clear that shit and purge it. So right now you're probably in a purging stage. You're clearing the energy, you're clearing out space, and then you're going to purge it because there were emotional ties to it, and then you're going to move forward. This is all strategic. So in the near future, you know, this person might even say, hey, I want to work on this, or I'm sorry. This could actually be the past person. And you're like, no. You're never going to change. This isn't going to work. We're never going to change. This is just not it. Like, it's just not it. So you want to move forward. Just focus on yourself. Focus on your well-being and what you need. Okay? And I know that you don't need a person. So if you need that person, then go back to step one. Be grateful for who you are and what you learned in those lessons, and realize that there's a billion people on this earth, and not just one. You will find love again. You will find partnership. But your heart has to be open to it. You have to be ready. And you don't have to do shit. But what I'm saying is, like, it takes this is a very strong influence on your life. So it takes a lot to walk away from that. And I'm not downplaying it at all. So we have the snowflake. Right? This reminds me a lot of individuality, because no two snowflakes are the same. So it's like you're just kind of floating around, being a snowflake, and you know, you fall to the ground, you melt, cycle of life. But for that moment, for this time, you are you, and nobody is you. Like, you are you, that's it. A unique being, perfect the way that you are, precise, coded, handled carefully, unique, exquisite, detailed. So yeah, it's kind of like forming yourself on the way, because the snowflakes don't just like create themselves. They actually fall, and they're like turn into these beautiful designs, these beautiful, unique designs. So it's like working on yourself along the way, not realizing that you have to be the whole complete package, but just making sure that you check in with yourself for when you're ready and whatnot. Tornado, storm brewing, torn up, a sudden, unexpected end, violent, a total wreck, breakdown, liberate, over and done, the end. You reach your breaking point. So buildings crumble so that they can be rebuilt and renewed, so that foundation can be rebuilt stronger than ever before. So yes, this can look drastic and devastating, and it actually could feel that way. It probably does. But with the 8 and the 9 energy, you're building, you're working on yourself. This is an opportunity for you to use your 2 hands, your mind, and your way forward in order to mold your experience the way that you want it to be, instead of letting your experience mold you. We're done with that. That's this. You're grieving that part of you that just kind of went along with the flow to try to make this work because it made sense to you. We don't need to make sense with things anymore. We can just move forward. Realize that this thing had to end. It might even had to end in a very like explosive way, but it had to, so that it could actually be done. So we have the key, the fox, the tower, and the road. So with the key, there's an unlocking, there's a breakthrough, figuring something out, having insight, clarity, opening up a part of yourself, opening up insight, figuring something out. But I feel like it's all a part of the strategic plan with the fox, self-interest, stealth, deceit. So it's like, you don't have to shout it from the rooftops like, this is perfect, yay, this is good for me, I know this is what I need, you know, like, don't rub it into this person's face, because it seems like it could get pretty intense. So just be safe, okay? Be safe, be careful. Not just be careful. And then realize that this was a journey that you guys were on together. Okay, there was a part of you that was attached to this toxic situation, right? Clinging to something that made it toxic. There's always a part that we play when we're in a dynamic with other people where we keep going on cycles. So it's never always on the other person, okay? There's always opportunities to change it, to change yourself, to move on, to figure things out, to ask for help. So we should never be pinning everything on the other person. And I know that clever, it can be a way to get out of it at first, is looking at the other person like they're some sort of devil or something. But really it's like, stop dancing with the devil then, you know? Don't give the devil its due. God, so many cliches lately. And then we have the Tower, standing alone. Guidance, government, institutions, experience, hierarchy, legal systems. Be careful of making any rash decisions that may lock you up, you know, may get you in jail or something. Like, I don't know if you were a super fiery air sign, but it's just, it's about protecting yourself, protecting your well-being, protecting your legacy, and strategically moving forward as you unlock these new tools in your box. Road, crossroads, journey. So you're on a journey here. There's multiple choices, and it's never even only one way. Like, I'm not even beating you up, like, for being in the situation at all. We all go through these things, you know? Like, show me one light worker who hasn't been through trauma, or hasn't, you know, been homeless, or on drugs, or in a toxic abusive relationship, or has been abused. I think I already said that. You know, like, it's just kind of like something that opens you up and makes you able to actually communicate it with other people. Like, it doesn't make you above or below anybody. It's an experience that we were going on. It's a road. It's a journey. And you're just kind of like waving to people on the road. You're like, hey, what's up? Like, there's no further up, further down. It's just like, hey, you're on this journey. I'm on this journey. Like, do we connect? If not, cool. That's it. Spirit is here. I feel spirit here today. Like, let's just say that. All right, I'm gonna get you some advice here. Let's get some fairies. I feel like we need some self-esteem here. We need some insight, some advice from the fairy deck. It's with Radley Valentine. All right, can we get some advice for Libra regarding this? Regarding this spread here. I've got cards everywhere. Can you even see them? Probably not. Alright. So we have the 5 of Spring, 7 of Autumn. So opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. So you could feel like you're at you're at the end of your rope. You have nowhere to go. So this could be a really difficult time. This could be a really difficult month to move forward. Look at this card. Have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. All it matters is those little tiny choices that you make. Stop worrying about a month down the road. We don't know what's going to happen yet. As long as you're making the right decisions right now, you'll get there. It might be difficult. You might have to budget. You might have to ask for some professional help. You might have to do some things differently than you've done them before. But in the future, like, it's going to be a blur, and you're going to thank yourself. You might thank yourself. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe go right back. That's always an option, to go right back over here. Go right back over there, if that's what you want. We have the Sun. Plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. So gratitude, be grateful for the good things. And it can seem really small, but really big when you really need it. Like, when you really connect to that gratitude space of like, oh my God, like, the weather's perfect today. The weather's perfect this week. It's not snowing anymore. Like, if I had to be outside for a long period of time, like, it's okay. Like, I'm gonna be fine. And there's people everywhere. If I need to talk to somebody, or if I need some help. Being appreciative for the little things. And I'm not talking about material possessions or anything like that. I mean, those are great, but just the fact that you're here and you're going to keep breathing, you're going to keep moving forward. So might as well, like, take your time and just kind of figure this out your way. Because there's no manual, there's no right or wrong way. We're all doing our best here. But I'm just letting you know, you're making some great leaps. It's not traditional, it's not your everyday story here, but you're definitely getting through some grief. You're getting through some old cycles and patterns. And I think that cutting any toxic ties at this time will benefit you absolutely well. And I think that the important part also would be your delivery. You know, starting off with, hey, I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for what we had and our memories and stuff. But really, I don't want to have this conversation again. Like, I don't need to talk about it again. I'm not, you know, gonna argue. You can think whatever you want. But this is what I'm saying, and I'm moving forward. Thank you very much. This is where I'm gonna be. I'll be out in a month, you know, like, but I don't want to fight anymore. Okay? What? This is what we do. No, this is what we have done, and I'm not doing it anymore. Empower yourself. I'm feeling very empowered. Like, I feel like you're done. I don't feel like this is my energy. Like, that's, like, look at all my other readings. I don't act like this. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, let's get you some angel cards to go. Can we get some angel insight for Libra, please? Light. So be the light, see the light. When it is darkest, there's still light. So focusing on the light, focus on being the light for yourself. Not following anybody yet. Empower. Feeling empowered. Using the light to power you. You'd be surprised how quickly you can shut down the most negative situations by just wanting to do the right thing for yourself, or just wanting to do the right thing in general. You don't have to argue when somebody comes at you with a loud voice. You don't have to do all that. You don't even have to care. Like, you don't even have to respond. When you get to that cycle where it's happened so many times, you can just turn it off. At least don't give them a show. And just say, you know what? I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you feel that way, but it seems to be a trend, and let me help you by helping myself, by going over here, and you stay over there. Anyway, I feel super preachy, and it's not the most comfortable reading I've ever done, but I hope the best for you, and I know that it's not easy, and I know that, you know, it's weird listening to some random stranger talk about these things, but just remember, every single day is a new day. And we're all human. We're all trying to do this our own way. There's no right or wrong way. You can do whatever you want. And, yeah, I hope you get whatever makes you happy and whatever your heart and soul desires. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy these messages, and come see me next time.